TB is celebrated as the disease of born victims, of sensitive, passive people who are not quite life-loving enough to survive. What is hinted at by the yearning but almost somnolent bells of pre-Raphaelite art is made explicit by the emaciated, hollow-eyed, tubercular girls depicted by Edward Munch. And while the standard representation of death from TB places the emphasis on a perfected sublimation of feeling, the recurrent figure of the tubercular courtesan indicates that TB was also thought to make the sufferer sexy. Like all really successful metaphors, the metaphor of TB was rich enough to provide for two contradictory applications. It described the death of someone like a child thought to be too good to be sexual, and the assertion of angelic psychology. But it was also a way of describing sexual feeling while lifting the responsibility for libertinism, which is blamed on a state of objective physiological decadence. It was both a way of describing sensuality and promoting the claims of passion, and a way of describing repression and advertising the claims of sublimation, the disease inducing both a numbness of spirit and a suffusion of higher feelings. Above all, it was a way of affirming the value of being more conscious, more complex psychologically. Health becomes banal, even vulgar. Oh yeah? 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 Henry wants to say hi. Poor Henry. Henry never knows what's going on. He just wants attention, but he never gets it the way that he wants it. He only gets it mean. I know. Why am I so mean, Henry? I just want to love you too much with too many hands. I am at Nolan's house and not my house because I am under the weather. And when you are under the weather, you want Wi-Fi to tuck you in like a comfort blanket. You don't want to watch the same videos over and over again, which is so nice on your non-sick days. Vlog. Sorry, I started it out reading because I was having a lot of trouble having to look at my face in the front-facing camera. I did wind up turning the phone around, so it is not using the front-facing camera anymore, but I still did not have an easy time starting. And I don't think of myself as someone who oh, bye Henry. I don't think of myself as someone who hates the sound of their own voice on answering machines. So I wonder if anyone else had that issue, how you feel about videos of yourself in real time. I think I have less of an issue when I don't have a control over it, but because this is theoretically something that I'm choosing to do and in control of the output of, it seems irresponsible to dislike the output. You know what I mean, Henry? No, Henry doesn't know what you mean, because Henry is a cat. Even if he is a very sweet cat. And I tell Henry that he's licorice, and Marcel that he's fennel, because Marcel looks just like Henry, but he doesn't taste as good. And I know, because I'm gonna eat both of them in a pie. Don't eat Henry in a pie, Henry says. Henry does not volunteer for the pie. Vlog. Okay, what have other people vlogged about? Cars. My car is in the shop, getting its muffler put back on. This is my third car, which needs its muffler put back on. Clearly I am doing something wrong in driving, but I don't know what. And I'm clearly not gonna change, so maybe it doesn't matter. But if you have suggestions on how to drive without causing your muffler to fall off, I may take suggestions, so leave them in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. Don't leave them in the comments. Or leave them in the comments. I don't know, Henry. I'm also forever thinking about cutting my bangs. What do you guys think? Can I Can I wear super short riot girl bangs? How's that look? I am a riot girl. I'm always torn between cutting them or growing them out and having tussled 60s Bridget Bardot bangs, but I don't have tussled 60s Bridget Bardot face, so I think the closest I would come would be Charlotte Gainsbourg, who's also not a terrible look. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I have broth waiting for me when I get around to making dinner, which will be never. I don't know. I went on a date, but I had a date over to my house, but I will probably write about that in words because it feels a little bit too vulnerable when you can see my dumb face talking about dumb things. Vlog! I just wanted to be a part of the thing that's happening, you guys. I get a lot of good feelings from conforming well to my peers.